Hey guys, we're back. It's your girl Tashi, aka the Positive Vibe Enthusiast, and we're back this week. This is season 4, episode 5. Can y'all believe it?
I can't keep counting no more.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going quick.
Yeah, it is.
It really is. It really is. And before we, introduce our very special guest tonight, I'm gonna, find out what our usual suspects are doing. So Alonzo, how are you? We kind of lost you halfway through last episode. What's going on? How you
Yeah,
feeling?
man. I was out at the ranch. I'm feeling good. I was out at the ranch doing, Easter with the family. And like I tell you, this app, man, sometimes it love me, other times it hate me. So it kicked me off and it literally would not let me back in. So I said, maybe that's a sign. Maybe I need to go play some more volleyball with the family.
Did you ride a horse while you was on the ranch?
Yeah. I like riding horses. The only thing is I usually ride it when I'm out with people, be like the got horses, because like to do horse lessons, it costs way too much. So like I really wanted to put my daughter in like riding lessons, but I don't make enough money for that shit.
Not yet.
Not yet. We're gonna speak it to existence though.
Exactly.
You baller. You got it.
You know what, Alonzo? I think he is balling low key. I'm at ranches,
Right.
I'm on acres.
Hey man, I just know the right people. You gotta put yourself in the right circles, man.
Okay. And what about you, Chief? We missed you too last week. How was your holiday?
It was very good. I missed you guys too. Yeah. Very good. I was with the wife and the father-in-law and my brother. We all went to out to eat at the House of Woo.
Nice.
Oh, not House of Woo. Woo's house. Sorry. And it was nice.
That's what's up. And Tracy, how are you feeling? How was that meal? You said you was cooking. How was the meal?
Oh, girl, that meal was delightful. But I've been good. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something, girl. I don't know how to feel right now. We had 80-something degree weather yesterday. I almost lost my mind. I was outside trying to be naked. Knowing that trick your ass weather.
It is.
That you might catch pneumonia weather, because it ain't too late. We could still get snow tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Because it's raining today. So
I hurried up and cut the grass front and back yesterday, so I was good.
It's so funny you say cut the grass, because as soon as it got hot outside, my neighbor, her lawn people came out, and I thought it was our lawn people. I'm thinking to myself, now I know you lying. I know y'all ain't out here trying to cut grass. They was out there on their little riding lawnmowers, cutting the grass. I'm like, too soon. It's
no! Soon as that weather comes, we're right there.
Can't wait. I ain't mad at you. I get it.
Well, I understand now why Tracy wasn't answering all the funny TikToks I was sending her.
Girl, I was outside. I was outside in these streets, enjoying that 80-something degree weather, baby. Had the shades on, windows down, roof cracked. Nice. That panorama roof.
Ooh.
Yeah,
those are the best. I miss mine.
Get money.
Wait, what?
We see who getting money with the
shit. No, we know we got money.
We see
There's a difference between having and getting. You got it. So what's up?
And we have a very, very special guest tonight. I am so happy that you graced our presence tonight. How are you, Miss Quincy Rowe? How are you?
Woo-hoo!
Woo! Hello, everybody.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm doing pretty good. A little under the weather, but we gonna push it through.
Oh, I love it. I love the energy. And we are going to dedicate this episode to you because you are like the most interesting woman in the world right now to us. So we would like to know, how did you get started? Tell us a little about you, like your background.
Okay, well, first, my name is Quincy Rowe. I'm almost 30. And I am from Maryland. How did I get started in this lovely industry? I guess you could say friends. So I've been in this lifestyle, I guess you could say like the BDSM kink community for about 10 years now. And my partner, he goes by the name of Darth Vader BC. He introduced me into this lifestyle, and I was just going to events with him. and he was just showing me around, and I was trying to, see where I fit in for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout that experience, I met some friends that were doing like escorting and things of that nature, but they was doing more like BDSM style. And they just started talking to me about it, and it seemed interesting. And I was like, well, tell me more. Like, what can I do? Because I'm tired of working these regular ass 9 to 5s. I'm tired of clocking in and clocking out. Like, what can I do to make some extra money or completely stop working altogether? And they was just like, well, you can start doing this, like what we're doing. And I'm like, all right, bet. So I felt like I took what I liked from it, what I was good at from it, and turned it into a brand.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess just a follow up question: what do you like about it? Like where do you fit in? What's your niche?
Well, I'm very sexual. I enjoy sexual activity of all kinds, whether it be me pleasing or someone pleasing me. So when I found that out, I was just like, I guess sex is my calling. Like whether it be me teaching other people how to please, or me just pleasing other people in general. I just realized this was something that I was good at, something that I was educated in, and other people were encouraging me like, you should teach other people this. You should like help other people out. Like, and I was just like, I don't know about that because I'm not really a people person. But then I was like, when people started hitting me up and was like, I'm willing to give you money to come to these places and teach people how to do these things, I'm like, all right, bet. So my niche is glory hole videos and oral. I guess you would say I am a oral fixationist, as they will call me.
Oh wow.
What's your sign?
A Leo.
Oh, it makes sense.
I'm a lion.
I'm a Leo too.
Oh, it makes sense. That's that fire. Yes, girl. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Y'all ready? I'm
Yes.
ready.
I like how Chief slid that in. I'm a Leo too now.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm a Leo too, but no.
It's the fire signs.
Oh
It
yeah.
definitely is. July or August?
August. August
Ooh, you
1st,
a
actually. I
real
just
Leo.
missed it.
Ooh, you a
Oh,
real
I am
Leo.
a August. I'm the first of the month, baby.
I'm August
Oh,
3rd.
that's my
2 days
niece's
behind you.
birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 2 days behind you.
Okay.
August 3rd.
Nice.
You're gonna have to turn up.
Oh yeah.
That's that's so cool. And I got another question for you. So, you got in this industry because you said you were, sick of the 9 to 5. So, have you been able to retire from that?
Yes. I actually have not worked uh the white man's job for a very long time. It's
I
been
heard
about
that.
officially 4 years now. I would say
Wow.
since the last time I actually clocked in and clocked out of someone else's facility. And it's been great. It's had its ups and downs. Sometimes I wish I would, sometimes I feel like now, I feel like you don't realize how hard it is to run your own business until you're running it. And
Mm-hmm.
some days I have the days where I said, man, I wish I had a clock. I can just clock in and bullshit for a couple hours and get paid for somebody else and then go home because I'm tired of this shit. But it all still ends up being lucrative in the end. But it is a lot of hard work.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, with being, yeah, you said you love, like you're very sexual. So, I guess my
Mhm.
question is it always enjoyable, or sometimes do you have to fake it?
Well, my actual sex that I with my partners, yes, it is always enjoyable. Work sex is not always enjoyable. Work sex is just work sex. I feel like everyone has their own ways of being turned on. Like just because I like it a certain way don't mean the next person or the next girl is going to like it the exact same way. And with work sex, I feel like we don't give each other that time to really learn or know each other.
Mm.
So it don't actually be as pleasurable as I would like it to be. Like my partner, he knows me. He knows where to touch me, where to feel me, where, what to say, what to do to get me in that mood. And a complete stranger that I'm just having sex with, they don't know that. So the energy typically is off a little bit and it don't actually be as enjoyable. So I could say more sex work is more faking it, more just for the camera, more just to get the people enticed. But my personal sex, I wish I had a camera just sitting up somewhere because it goes crazy.
Mm.
It's really amazing. Like as you see the passion and the everything behind it, you don't really see that on pornos or things like that where you actually feel a connection. And I'm a sapiosexual, so if you ain't fucking my mind, then my body ain't really gonna respond.
Mm.
Okay.
So yeah,
There's levels to this.
yes, absolutely.
So with works deciphering from work sex to your personal sex, does your partner, like you said he was in industry as well,
Mm-hmm.
does he do films or she do films? I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but is it yeah,
Well,
are they in industry as well?
technically at the moment I have two partners. So I'm in a poly relationship, so it could kind of be a little confusing. But I have two male partners. One of them is in the industry, but he does more BDSM style content, so it's not really what I partake in. But the sex that me and him have is different than the sex that me and my other partner had, because my other partner that I have, he's not really in the industry. He's just a regular smuggler, everyday type of guy. So it just, I feel like it just really depends. But because both the sex with the both of them is completely different. But I enjoy both. And just work sex is really just for my fans. It's really just for them. I can say sometimes it is pleasurable. Like every scene that I have with every person isn't great, but some of them are. I can say out of 10, I can say I'm really being pleased maybe 4 out of 10.
Okay, so that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, because usually when you're in the sex industry, you kind of an expert, as they would say, of sex. So I wouldn't expect you to just be completely bad. If you are, I would question why you even in the industry to begin with. Because I feel like you should know what you're doing. Like you shouldn't be in a situation where you just,
Even if they just starting out.
If you just starting out, I feel like it's levels to it. You need to be starting out with people that's starting out.
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't feel like you should waste big time people's time. I've had my time wasted so many times working with newer people because they think they can do it, but then when they get into it, it's like, nah, I'm not really.
So when you say with the people who waste your time, is that more like a male that's the disappointment, or is it the women that maybe get a little shy and clam up?
Oh, it's definitely the males. The women eventually push through it. The women, it might be shy in the beginning, but
once you get
after,
into it,
yeah, once you get into it, it's a wrap. But with guys, I realize guys really have a really hard part to play when it comes to sex, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand that, especially when it comes to porn, because sometimes a lot of the male actors, they don't have the connection with the woman, or might not even really be attracted to her, and their dicks still have to work. And if your mind don't work, your dick don't work, then what are we here for?
exactly.
So at the same time, I feel like the males have the hardest part, because if he isn't attracted to the woman, or if she smells funny, or if he just didn't like her, or whatever the case might be, then most likely his penis is not going to work for her, and that's really going to make it hard for the scene itself. So it's mostly the guys. The guys have to be comfortable there. They have to be mentally into it. They have to be sexually attracted to you for the most part, or unless they want to pop a million pills and magnums and honey and do all of the sexual enhancements to keep it up. But I prefer the natural way, personally, myself. But some people use different things. So
Do they have fluffers on set? Like, is that a real thing?
yes, that is a real thing. I've never had a fluffer before. I would love to have a fluffer. That would be great. But I've seen on different sets they actually do have fluffers, and they have a little section in the corner where girls is just keeping the guys excited. Because I realize a lot of the production companies don't really like the guys doing the sexual enhancements. So they would rather have somebody to keep them excited while, everything else is going on.
Well, that makes total sense. Have you had anything like any type of vagina enhancements done to you, or have you been like completely like you're completely natural?
I am completely natural. If my vagina don't work for you, it's you. I don't know what else to
At
tell
that
you at
point.
that point. But I've never used anything, any enhancements, because my body is very sensitive and I don't want to alter anything. So if my juices aren't flowing, then you're gonna have to pick another time and date, probably.
Have you ever like fallen for a co-star?
No.
No.
I've learned from other people. So because I have friends in this industry before I actually started in it, I learned from them. Those relationships never work. Do not fall for any guy in this industry because it never works out. Just keep it business. Keep it funky. Y'all can enjoy yourselves, go out, have drinks, all that, but being in a full committed relationship, if it didn't start off beforehand, I've never seen any of them work at all.
And the success rate is low.
It's very low. It's very low. I think out of all of the people that I've known in this industry, I might only have seen 3 successful relationships. 3. I don't really know about everybody else, but I see everybody falling apart because it's a lot. It's a lot to be in this industry and have a full-time relationship.
Is that why you chose a polyamorous relationship? Is it easier because it's not so much pressure?
I chose the polyamorous relationship because I enjoy multiple. I didn't really think about the aspect of how it works with my work because it really doesn't matter whether if I was in a poly or a monogamous relationship when it comes to my work, because it's very hard to find people to date just because of what I do, period. So
yeah.
But with the poly relationship, it kind of has like a little bit of wiggle room because it gives people in order for you to be poly, you have to be open-minded. So for the most part, I feel like if you're open-minded about being poly, then you might be also open-minded about my career choice. Because you have to kind of handle both.
That absolutely makes sense. And I definitely feel like I've been asking a lot of questions. I do want to open up to the other co-hosts. If you guys have any questions, like please jump in. Tracy, have any questions?
Do you and your partners engage with together?
We have. It doesn't happen as often. I feel like we all have different types. Like I tell my partner all the time, I have no clue how you got me because we don't have the same taste in women. Like like what he likes and what I like is totally different. And technically I'm not really his type. So as far as body type wise, I'm not really his type. So it's just like for me to not really be his type, and we've been together for 10 years, and then he has his type, and then his type isn't really my type of woman. So it's just like if I know them and we've engaged in sexual activity, before, then, if we having a good night, we drunk off the Casa Fricos, let's get drunk. We can all have a nice little freaky threesome, or foursome or whatever the case might be. But it doesn't happen often. It might happen like once or twice a year, if that, because we don't share relationships. So our poly relationship is kind of separate. So it's like he has his people and then I have mine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
We don't really intertwine with partners.
Oh, okay.
So you're the gentleman that you're with, that's a regular schmegular guy. So he has to be open-minded, or does he not know what you do?
Oh no, he knows.
Okay.
I would never put anyone in a position to I would never put anyone in a position to not give them the option to choose whether they want to handle all of this in this big old package that I have. So I am very upfront and honest about everything that I do beforehand. So I give you the option to say this is something that you can deal with or not. So he completely knows what's going on. And he accepted for right now. We'll see how long that goes on. Because usually this isn't something that a guy can handle. Like usually they all say this is something that I can handle in the beginning, and then months later down the line, they like, yeah, I don't know about this. So I just take it with a grain of salt, and I realize that I do have a lot going on, and I do have a very crazy career that I picked for myself. So I have to be open-minded that other people aren't ready to embrace that.
That's understandable, and everybody has to respect the upfront honesty. And you know what? I guess I wonder because you are a beautiful woman. You are out here, really. To be honest, to me, porn is something that everybody partakes in. So it's that's what did what happened during the pandemic? They were calling it, what was it? What were they calling jobs that were necessary? Um, what was the term, you guys?
Workers, essential.
Yes, you are an essential worker.
Yes.
Period. So my question is, like, do you ever deal with like stalkers or super fans?
To be honest, I am a big introvert. So I'm usually always in the house. If I'm not out with my friend Kim Swallows and her big ass butt and catching all the attention, then I'm usually in the damn house, to be honest. So I don't really deal with a lot of outside people. It's like if it's either I'm with my circle or I'm in the damn house. I don't go out. I don't really get out often. I'm a homebody. So it's like I don't really interact with people that often for them to even get that crazy. So I haven't experienced that yet. I'm not sure. I had a guy that was sending me crazy emails, but they were all threatening and typed in all caps. But I found out
he was yelling at you.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, I found out where he lived because IP addresses exist. It's easy to find people, especially if they send you crazy emails like that. So I just sent him a nice email back, like a very nice one, thanking him and for being a fan of mine, and I found his address and I sent it to him, and that was the last email that he sent me. So I don't usually deal with crazy people for the most part. I don't have that. But if people see me, usually they'll text me later on social media and be like, "Hey Quincy, I saw you out."
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah, they don't do the creepy stuff.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's always a plus on that.
Okay.
Yeah. But I would rather for a person to come up to me and say, "Hey, I'm a big fan of yours," rather than hit me later. I'm like, "Oh, I saw you." Like, that's creepy. That's a little stalkerish. Like, because you know what I look like. I have no clue who you are, so you could see me again and just be giving me eyeballs, and I wouldn't even know. So,
but some people could be really shy.
That's the thing I was gonna say too, because I get that some people are like, "Oh, I thought I saw you on the street. I wasn't sure it was you, so I wanted to let you know." I'm like, "No, it was me. Okay, I seen you, but." Understand some people are just very shy, and then that's okay.
I think it's probably people is more ashamed because not hide behind that keyboard and be like, yeah, even if they are with they significant other, like how you like, oh, I subscribe to, so
I didn't think about that.
Ashamed, But
and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I would rather know who you are than for you to just hit me later with a random icon like, "Oh yeah, I saw you earlier. You had on a red dress," and now I'm looking around trying to figure out if you still around or not.
Yeah, when you put it that way, that is definitely creepy. So if y'all see her in the street, just say what's up.
Just say hi. You can wave from a distance.
Yeah,
we could catch your eye. Like I catch energy. Like words don't always have to be exchanged.
Yeah, that's very true.
I am an energy exchanger, so you could just wave from a distance. That lets me know that you know who I am, and I'm gonna wave back in respect to say, "Hey, I see you."
Just remember that face.
I'll try. I smoke a lot of weed. I'll try.
Just remember that face. Oh, look, I do got some more questions though. So,
yes.
What is your limit of partners in the scene?
Ooh. I don't know. I don't have any. I feel like I don't really turn down opportunities for me to be great. And the Five the Hard Way blow bang scene, everyone enjoyed it and they loved it and they're still asking for it and everyone wants to buy it and it went crazy on Twitter. So the more guys for me, the better. I don't know how many I can actually handle, but 5 was really great. Maybe I'll add 6 and maybe 7. I'll just keep adding 1 until I reach my limit, I guess. But I don't limit myself. I take everything on as a challenge. If I fail, I fail. I'm not really scared to fail. So if I fail, I fail. But at the same time, at least I can say I did it and I experienced it and I know what I can and can't handle at that point.
Okay.
So, look, you give me 7 to 10 guys, I'm going to try to take them all down.
Okay. Okay, so what's your go-to move that makes the most money?
Ooh, great question.
Well, that's hard because I
And
cater
I was
to
gonna say that too because I don't know how. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't know how it works with OnlyFans. Like, if y'all charge a certain way, is it just for the subscription? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, so I don't even know how that would even work as far as.
Well, for me, it's a little different because I don't just sell regular sex scenes. I cater to fetishes, and when you cater to fetishes, fetish guys pay the most money.
Okay. So what's the most money you've ever gotten from a fan?
I would say a guy gave me like 500 for like foot videos.
Really?
Yeah.
Get these feet together.
He has foot fetish guys, they pay.
Yeah. I've heard that though.
They are very interested in these toes. I haven't paid for the last couple of pedicures that I've had because people were willing to pay for the pedicures as long as you get the color that you want them to get and take pictures and send it to them. So it ends up being great because it's like I don't gotta go to the nail salon. I don't gotta come in my own pocket to do it. I got this foot fetish guy that's going to pay for me to get my nails done this week, and it's great. But I would say foot fetish stuff is what has paid the most for me. Other than that, I would have to say scat fetish. My little poop guy, he really enjoys his videos. I don't advertise that I do those often. I don't know, maybe I'm still ashamed a little bit, but but he pays me like $100 a poop video, and I mean, you're only on the toilet for about 3 minutes, so yeah.
Wow.
I'd rather do things that does not involve sexual activity that people enjoy because that's what actually makes me the most money. Me actually being penetrated doesn't really make me anything.
Okay.
Really?
So what's the nastiest thing that you were willing to do?
Scat.
That is okay.
Yeah, scat would be what draws the line for me. And I mean me doing that on other people and or in the toilet, me playing in it or doing any of that. Nah, I'm not doing any of that. Nah, I'm not. Yeah, but if you want me to, like, if you want to pay me to like take a dump on your chest, I'm willing to do that. I'm very willing.
Okay. And how much you charging for that?
Hey, that just reminds me of that old Biggie song though. Remember Biggie said she wanted me to shit on her.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking about $1,000.
Oh, come on, girl. What?
Yeah. $1,000. I'll do it.
And somebody gonna pay that, huh?
Somebody gonna pay it.
Put your shit on my chest, I'll give you $1,000.
Come on.
Let me tell you, you'll be surprised. Like, Fat Life is full of guys that enjoy all types of crazy, nasty. Like, guys are nasty. They are nasty.
And then they want to call us nasty. No.
And they be paying for it. So, I mean, what can I say?
So when you have those type of opportunities, do you bring security with you, or is it, I guess, well, first of all, have you ever shitted on somebody's chest or shitted on them? And if you had to, like, were you do you go by yourself or do you bring backup is my question.
I have never shitted on anyone's chest before, but if anyone is volunteering their chest, I'm definitely willing to do it. And when I do private bookings, I do not have security with me. I have a vetting process, and I pick and choose who I take bookings for. So just because you're throwing money my way, don't mean I'm accepting it. So I kind of vet the guys. Like, I usually go for the geeky guys, like the techie guys, the guys that like a part of the geek squad, the ones that like anime and like go to Comic-Con. Those are the type of guys that I be looking for bookings because they're cool. They ain't gonna harm a little fly. I stay away from hood guys, flaunty guys. But I don't mind like celebrities. I've had a few play a few players, I'm gonna say that have flown me out. And we've had great time. But I'm very picky and choosy of who I decide to take money from and who I don't.
That's what's up. I guess this is more of a personal question. Has it been hard, like keeping friends, or has your family had any issues with your your choices?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have no damn friends. I cut them all off because I realized that um it's kind of hard. Like I realized like I kind of have a taste of like being a celebrity to a certain extent. Like you don't know who's genuine, who's around to be really around you, or who's around you to just use you up, you know?
Yeah.
So I cut a lot of my friends off. Like I have a very small circle, and everybody that's been in my circle has been in my circle for years. And those are the only people that I really trust. I don't really open my circle up to bring new people in, but I definitely have kicked a lot of people out since I've started this. Even the people that I was telling you about that helped me start this, they are no longer around. I no longer talk to these young ladies that helped me get into this industry. It's kind of hard to keep friends because business and pleasure, you know, a lot of people like to intertwine that, and it becomes a little sticky at times.
And if the girls that introduce you and are not as successful, that can be a problem. Jealousy,
Yeah, but I really realized, like I sat back and I realized, like as I'm watching all of us grow, that they weren't they weren't putting in the time or the effort or the energy that I was putting in. They were always over here at my house, not really doing shit, just here to be here, using up all my gas and my electric and my food and shit. And I'm just like, so what are you bitches doing? Like, ain't nobody making no money around here. Like, so I got to the point of like, I don't want any lazy friends. Like, if this is something that you want to do, it's better to make money together than separate.
Yes.
So if you are my friend, let's make some money together. You know, let's be focused. Let's make sure we making some money. But they was more concerned on doing other things that wasn't helping any of us. So I had to let them go.
So what advice would you give for someone trying to get in the industry?
First advice is, if this is not something that you want to do, don't do it. This is not a quick, easy money getting scheme. This isn't something that you just start and you just like, oh, I'm trying to make a couple dollars and I'm gonna not do this anymore. Because of the simple fact that the internet is forever. So after you post, I tell all the girls and guys, but mostly women are the ones that hit me up that say, hey, I want advice and we'll get into this industry. Once you post something on the internet, it is forever. So if you don't want your vagina to come up in your next job interview, this might not be something that you want to do. Like I tell people all the time, like if sex is a career that you want to pursue and you want to stay in the sex industry, then do it. But if you want to start off in the sex industry and end off not being in the sex industry, don't do it. Because the thing about it is, a lot of people think of sex as still being something ill and nasty, and they don't really give you, or people don't give you a lot of opportunities when they see that you've done something that they feel as though isn't morally something that they would do, or they don't feel like it's part of their principles and things that they would follow. So you have to be mindful that if this is something that you want to do, you have to find out what your end game is quickly, what you want to accomplish at the end. And you have to already have that in your mind before you even start, because it's just like we never know what's going to happen with these sites. You have a site here today, a site be gone tomorrow. Like we see what happened with Tumblr. We see what happened with Pornhub. They shut the site down for a while. Like, so it's like you never really know where your next dollar is going to be coming from. So you have to be able to make money in different avenues. Like you can't put all your eggs in one basket. So just because you're doing porn don't mean that's all you need to be doing. You still need to be doing brand ambassading. You still need to be doing club appearances. You still need to be doing podcast interviews. So it's like, I tell people all the time, like, this isn't it. Like, you want to do porn? Okay, yeah, that's fine. But what else do you want to do? After your vagina no longer works, or you decide that you tired of popping your pussy, what are you going to do? Like, you got to think about that now to put yourself in that place, because, or you just going to be doing this for forever. It's kind of like the stripping mentality. Like, girls get to the strip club, they say that they want to do this and they want to do that, but they at that strip club for 30 years, 40 years, and next thing you know, they like bottom bitch at the strip club trying to teach all the other girls the way, but she never even got out herself. So it's more so about knowing exactly what you want to do and how you're going to make the porn industry work for you in the future, because everybody isn't going to see porn as a positive thing. So you have to show that you're serious in other aspects so people take you seriously. Just because, like, no one just takes a girl that's throwing her ass in a circle seriously. What business movements can she make on top of her throwing her ass in a circle?
That's what I agree.
So that's my mentality with the situation.
One thing that you did mention was teaching, and I want to, ask more about that. So, what are some things that you teach other men and women about? You said you were oral. I guess what was it? Or I forgot the exact term you used, but
I'm an oral fixationist.
Yes, oral fixationist. Thank you. Um, what type of classes, like, is that like one of your popular ones?
Well, right now, I haven't actually had any classes as of right now, but there are a lot of women that ask me to do like sex 101 classes, sucking dick classes, like things of that nature. But I already go to like BDSM parties and things of that nature, and I encourage the women to try the glory hole and what can they do at the glory hole, um, just to get them to be comfortable with doing something that they've never done before. So most of my teaching is more so like through Twitter, like when we're doing the spaces on Clubhouse, just talking. And so it's more so about just talking education. I haven't really gotten hands on with anything yet. That's what I would like to do, which is something that I'm moving forward in the future to try to do for myself. But most of my teaching is just giving information and just enlightening people about what's going on. But I would like to get more hands on, definitely.
I think that's amazing because there's a lot of women that sit around and talk, and I mean, it's a lot of people that would go, a lot of wives, that would go to classes like that, like Tupperware parties, like that. I can definitely see that if you can give fellatio classes, like it'll be like that Tupperware party.
I have the
vibe
women asking for them, and I have men that have wives that saying my wife would like to come and do this, but the problem is we gotta find a venue, and we have to. It's a big thing that you have to kind of put together to try to get this thing off the ground. But I'm willing to put in the work.
Just gotta. Anybody else have any questions?
I got plenty of questions.
Let's hear them. Let's hear them.
Taji been going in. I can tell Taji excited. I was just letting Taji have her fun.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
But now, okay, so it's my turn then?
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Okay. How you doing today, Quincy?
I'm doing okay.
Okay, this is just me and you talking now. It's just me and you. Don't worry about it. I actually want to go back because you said a few things that I kind of wanted to ask you a question. So when you was talking about like the roommates, like we ain't gonna mention their names, but you know what I'm saying? Like it was like I felt like y'all really was like tight, and I was like, damn, like you got a whole like apartment of motherfuckers on the same page getting to this money. Like I thought that was like a real team.
At least
And
you thought.
it was like, you came like fuck them. I'm out. Fuck these bitches. I'm like, damn, but you never said like what really happened. Like, is that something you can speak on or what?
Yeah, I can definitely speak on it. So basically what happened is I can be a little naive at times. I'm not even gonna lie. I could be a little blonde, a little blue-eyed sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And I feel like I also kind of have like separation anxiety to a certain extent. So sometimes I allow people to be in my life or to stick around in my life when they probably don't need to be. I'm kind of a little bit too nice sometimes. So at the end of the day, what happened was I really love these ladies to death. I mean, they were pretty much like my best friends. Like we spent the last 8-9 years being friends and everything. But I feel like focus, like what I had mentally for my what I thought that I had mentally for myself wasn't something that they had or wanted for themselves. I feel like I'm not sure what their goals were in life and what they wanted to accomplish, but I was definitely sure about what I wanted and what I wanted to accomplish. And I just felt like we just weren't on the same page. And as time progressed, I had my partner like, these bitches always over here. Like me and my partner would get in arguments all the time about my friends. And I'm like, but they my friends, they my bitches. They looking out for me. And he like, no, they not. Like, so sometimes it's kind of hard to see what your friends are doing to you when you're in there with them. But the people on the outside looking in see what the hell is going on. And sometimes you need a wake up call to be like, hey, you don't see what's going on? Like,
yeah.
And I didn't see what was going on. And then when someone said something to me and said, hey, Quincy, I don't think that, what you doing, like, being a good friend, looking out for me. Like, hey, them two over there, they not looking out for your best interest. So I stepped back and I started to watch. I started to look at what they're doing, how they're moving, how they spend their days, how much time were they actually putting in to work. And I realized it wasn't nothing really. I realized that they was using everybody around them, however they could use them, and it just wasn't a conducive, positive situation. So we went on a trip. I realized they didn't give a damn about me the whole trip. Had me spending money out of my ass that I didn't even intend on spending. Took my weed. It was just things that just added up. And that last trip that we all went on for me was the straw that broke the camel's back. And I decided that was it.
Was that the Vegas trip?
No, it was Atlanta trip.
One thing that I always had a question, I'm like, I don't know if that shit was real or not. I kind of was like, man, nah, somebody put on like a costume and they just put that shit in the little title. But was that really true with the security guard? Like y'all, the security guard caught y'all, so y'all gave him some, or was that just like a little scene?
That
Y'all.
was just a scene. Come on now.
Okay. Because I promise, I was like, bruh, that's the luckiest man in the world. Like I was like,
he was hoping it was real.
Yeah, that was just a scene. So one thing about me is I'm not fucking anything that's not tested. So I'm not randomly, just because I say I'm randomly fucking somebody or I met somebody randomly, it's just strictly for the scene. I'm not fucking on no randoms. If you ain't tested, we ain't fucking. If you ain't showing your test results, we ain't fucking. I ain't pulling over I ain't fucking my Uber driver or none of that. Just because that's what you see.
Right.
Everything that you see ain't what it always is. It's just a setup.
I got you. So, oh man. Well, I'm gonna tell you something else, and I hope you remember this because I kind of feel personally, I feel responsible for the world, like knowing Quincy Rowe.
Okay, so life happened after that. So basically, I was going to school and I was working 2 jobs. So it was hard. I was stressing. At the end of school, I was going to school for medical billing and coding. And I was working at fucking Boost Mobile, and I was also working as a cafeteria lady. So I was a cafeteria lady during the day, working at Boost Mobile at night, and still doing online schooling, and still had to be in school 2 to 3 times a week.
That's a lot.
So it was a lot. So tell me why the school lost its accreditation 2 weeks before it was time for me to graduate.
Oh, my heart hurts.
I cried snot and boogies in front of that school on my knees because I put so much time, energy, effort, no sleepless nights, doing homework, working 2 jobs to try to get my certification for some shit that I was good at. I mean, and I'm getting certifications. I mean, certificates, fucking dean's list certificates. I pretty much was a A student, like, and I didn't get that accreditation. I did not get that certification because the school lost its accreditation 2 weeks before I graduated. I tried to get my credits transferred. They could not transfer anywhere. I moved always somewhere, tried to do online schooling all the way in another state. Nothing worked out. And at that point, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm selling ass."
Yeah. But that's
no, I
crazy.
don't
But
blame you.
yeah, but you know, a lot of people like entrepreneurs, they say like they never would have went into like that mindset or that business mode until unless they lost their job and stuff. Like a lot of entrepreneurs really
That was
make
my
it. That's what happens. Like they actually have like hardship, and it's either you go sink or swim. And at
Yep.
that time,
Yep.
and a lot of them say like they glad that they did that.
Yep. I
Yeah.
agree with you because not only that situation, like my living situation wasn't great at that time. I was kind of like living house to house. Everything was not great at that time. So I realized I had to sit down and I had to make a decision for myself to try to figure out, okay, so now what are you going to do? Because this is not it. So I moved away. I ended up moving somewhere, and then me and my partner got together. And he's been helping me out since. And then I worked a little 9 to 5 job for a little bit longer until I got popular enough and started making enough money where I didn't have to do it anymore.
Yeah, I feel you, but
I love a good
yeah,
success story. I'm
yeah,
happy you shared that because I don't think what you do is shameful or anything like that. And it definitely sounds like you're an empowered woman. You do not sound like a victim in any sense of the word. And I just want to say thank you so much for, taking your time to be with us to talk about this and share your story.
I appreciate you having me. Yeah, of course. I mean, because it's everything isn't always peaches and cream. We all go through things. We all get to a point where we eventually hit a rock and we need some help, or we have to make decisions for ourselves to make sure that we can still stay afloat. So and that was one of the decisions for me. I feel like it's just me losing things slowly but surely put me in a position to me just say fuck it. Because at first I just really was like, this is not something that I want to do. I didn't want to be on the internet. Like I'm an introvert. I don't like people. I did not want to share myself with people that I didn't want to share myself with. Like my Snap was cool because I had my Snap. I shared when I wanted to, things like that. But now it's like, oh, now you're going porn status, and it's kind of overwhelming. Like still to this day, like it's still kind of overwhelming because I'm not used to the attention. I'm not used to people. I still don't like people. I still don't want to be around them. But it's like, okay, Quincy, this is what you chose to do, so you don't have a choice. Because you have to people please because you chose a career where you have to please people. So, which is the reason why I stay in the house a lot, because I know that I have to be a people pleaser all day. So I like my alone time. So I'll go out, have a good time, and then I'll spend the next 3-4 days in the house, Netflixing and chilling because I need to de-stress myself, or like I need
Unwind.
to
Yeah.
reset myself so
Mm-hmm.
that me being around people, something that I don't want to do, overwhelm me. I try my best to not let it. So I take as much alone time to myself as possible.
I
it
will
gets
say
what.
this. I haven't seen your work because I wanted to really get to know you. I didn't want to watch the work. I wanted to get to know you. And everyone that I did ask, I wanted to ask you questions tonight that people will want to ask if given the opportunity to talk to you. And everyone said, man, male and female, she has a pretty pussy.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Verbatim.
Oh,
And I don't even like the P word, but that's what
that
they
makes
said.
me feel great.
Yes, yes.
I've struggled with my vagina a lot. So I have a big clit and I have lips. I have inner and outer lips. So I have a full vagina. As they would say that it would be the Arby's and not the hot dog bun. Um, and with that being said, I've struggled a very long time with the way that my vagina looks versus everyone else. So it's like before I started to get into this porn industry, I used to watch porn all the time. Like I'm still like a great porn watcher. Like I love watching porn. It's something that actually gets me off. So it was hard for me because I never saw any women that looked like me. Like as far as vagina and when it came to porn, like when I go on Pornhub and I start looking at women on woman porn, lesbian porn, man on woman porn, I've never seen any women that had a vagina like mine. So I felt like I was different. And then also with the people that I was having sex with, they never complained or anything, but I was their first girl that had, you know, this down here as well. So it's just like the people that I'm dealing with aren't really sexually experienced with women that have vaginas like mine. And it was a little terrifying to a certain extent because it's like, well, what if they say something like, what if it's different? Like, what if it's I didn't know what I was gonna be dealing with when it came time for me to actually start having sex with other people. So I kind of was very self conscious about my vagina for a really long time and not really sharing it. Like to this day, I really don't really post my vagina a lot on social media because people are mean. Like people are really really mean, and when they see something that they aren't used to seeing, they make fun of and poke at. And I've had my vagina made fun of. I mean, now I don't care because I mean, you know, I'm comfortable with it now. But at first I really wasn't, and I feel like my boyfriend kind of pushed me into making videos like at the time because he saw that I was self conscious in myself and my body and the way that I looked. Because I was a tomboy, so I really didn't embrace the woman in me. And he helped do that. That was a real past relationship, and we started videos on Tumblr. So I started off on Tumblr actually posting my own videos of me and my ex-boyfriend, which helped me branch out to do what I'm doing now. I feel like a lot of people played little pieces and parts in my life to help me where I am now. Now that I think about
it. Yeah, but like, you know, y'all definitely, whoever listening, y'all definitely got to go and subscribe and check her out, because when she say, like, you know, like, it's not a lot of people that look like her, like, she's not exaggerated, and it's like one of one, like, it's unique.
Snail trails, Lord.
Yeah.
What type of porn do you like to watch? Like, what's your favorite?
Um, I enjoy watching, like if I was to watch women, I watch all different kinds of porn. So if I watch women porn, I like to watch women masturbate, but they have to get really, really wet or really creamy, or I'm not really a squirting person. So I like to watch people get really, really wet. I don't know, like dripping. I enjoy it. I don't know why. So most of the time I can't find it, so I like to watch myself. But when I do find other girls that get really really wet, it's definitely a turn on. And then for guys, I like to watch guys beat off, but they have to be verbal. So it's only like one or two guys that I actually watch on Pornhub that gets me off. But I enjoy watching men jerk off verbally with lots of oil.
That's very specific. Tracy, you have any more questions?
Yes, you mentioned squirt. Is it real?
I believe it's piss, but I don't know. You tell me.
I think so too. Okay, now
thank you.
yes.
Oh, girl,
I think it's a mix.
I'm so tired of asking that question.
A mixture of what though?
Like,
because the only thing that because it comes out of the pee hole.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it a mixture of? When you have to go to the bathroom, it gets to a point of readiness. You know, you feel your bladder. Oh, I gotta pee. You know, but I feel like it's just like, just to say, if you was to drink water constantly and never drink anything else, your piss wouldn't taste like anything, and it would be clear as water.
Mm-hmm.
So what would be the difference in squirt? I don't know. I don't see the difference.
Well, y'all heard
from the same place.
Y'all heard it first. She's a professional.
It is pee.
It's pee.
Yes. Now, what I can say is, like, if you completely emptied your bladder, like completely emptied your bladder, you was like, hey, let's have sex, and you squirted. I don't know. Don't listen to me.
That's just my your bladder thing. That is pee. That is pee.
That's just my guess. I just think it's diluted pee. I just think it's pee that's just not actually ready to come through yet. It's kind of like forced.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, Quincy, if you ever make it down to H-Town, definitely please reach out. I wish you continued success, and I don't care what anyone says, you're an essential worker, and I think I can definitely, from what I get from you, you sound like definitely more business, and I could just really see you blooming. And I definitely do those classes because that'd be a great success. Like
And if you
seriously.
do this party, I'm coming.
Yeah.
I love the idea. Let's put it together. I'm definitely willing to do something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, and
Listen.
I will be in the H Town sometime this year. I gotta make it happen. I don't know exactly when, but it's probably gonna be as it gets a little colder because it's hot in the H Town.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely yes.
Especially during the summertime. So I might come after my birthday. Thinking about maybe September.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
It's
come down.
probably
We all
still
can get
hot
something.
then too.
It's still gonna be hot, but
And and I know when you went to Chicago, you had a bad experience. So let me apologize for my ex city, on behalf of Chicago, because I know you said you didn't have a good time, you couldn't stand it,
no,
but
no, no.
Chicago
This
really
is
is
the
a good time.
problem. Chicago was okay. I've been to Chicago at least 3 times now at this point. But that time when I went to Chicago, I went with them damn friends that I was telling you about that I'm no longer friends with. So that's
Yeah.
probably half of the reason why I ain't have a good time. But also, that was remember All-Star Weekend.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And it was cold as shit. Let me tell you, I've never
Sorry.
experienced cold like that in my life. Let me tell y'all. And then when we turned on the news that morning, the man on the weather channel said, "This is the coldest that it's been in 77 years." And I looked at my friends, right? I looked at my friends, right? And I said, "Bitch, why did we decide to come to Chicago
This weekend.
on the weekend this is the coldest it's been in 77 years?" First of all, these people haven't even experienced, and they live here. They live here. So if they've been living in Chicago for 30 years, they have never experienced this, and I've never experienced this either, ever in my life. And we came this weekend out of all weekends. It was crazy.
All I gotta say, it still wasn't. All I gotta say, it still wasn't that cold.
Shit.
It wasn't that cold.
It was almost, but no, it was below 15 degrees, and they said
I
with the
know.
wind chill, I think it was like negative 25 or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cold.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Never again. I just told myself I will go to Chicago when it's warm. I just don't need to go when it's cold. That's all. That's all.
Summertime Chicago is where it's at.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll definitely come to Chicago during the summertime. I think I actually went. I went to Chicago with a friend. He invited me, and we went to some hookah. That's one thing I can say. I got to go back to Chicago for. This is the first time I've ever been to Chicago, and I went to a hookah lounge where they actually gave you weed to smoke out of the hookah. Don't actually remember the exact spot. I'm gonna hit my friend and ask him what was the name of the spot. But that was the first time I was actually able to sit in a place and smoke weed out of a hookah.
Okay, well,
and
you
that was
make
in
sure
Chicago.
you pass that information along to.
And they had the best jerk too. Oh my god!
Pass it along to me.
Okay, no problem. And they had this spot with this jerk chicken that was real good. They had this jerk chicken with the mac and cheese at the bottom. It came in a cup.
That sounds good.
It was bomb as hell. So I don't mind coming to Chicago. Y'all got some good food, some good weed. The weed expensive as hell, but it's good though. It's good.
Oh.
Look, we gonna turn up. I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna let y'all know in advance.
Yes.
So we can go out and have a good time.
You got some good people in H-Town for real. So where can we find you? Shout out all your social platforms. How can people see you, get to know you?
You can find me on all my links. I have about 15 of them. Got allmylinks.com /Quincy-Roe, ROEE, and that's row with 2 E's. It is a dash, not an underscore. If you put an underscore, you're not gonna find it. So Quincy Roe Quincy. I'm going look. Whew, Lord, I ain't smoke all day. Allmylinks.com /Quincy-Roe, and that's row with 2 E's. That's where you find all of my social media accounts. And if it's not in my links, it's not me. It's a lot of people out here scamming. I'm telling you.
That's how you know you made it.
You're gonna put in Quincy Roe, and it's gonna be 90 million things that's gonna pop up. But if it's not in all my links, it's not me. So don't you send that cash at $200 because it's not gonna be mine. Okay.
Well, y'all heard it. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate you for joining us tonight, and Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Hope come back again. I know you're getting big now, so if you ever can come back, definitely come back.
I will definitely come back, and I'm gonna have to bring my friend Kim Swallows on here so she could talk to y'all as well.
Ooh, yes,
she would definitely love to tell y'all about her lovely glory hole. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to her, and she's gonna be on the podcast next. So maybe we can both get on there at the same time. We could talk to y'all about the glory hole. But I definitely appreciate you guys having me. I will be coming back.
Yes.
This was fun. Awesome. I enjoyed it.
That's good. That's what's up. Well, I thank y'all for listening. I thank you again, Miss Quincy Rowe. And everybody had great questions. I appreciate everybody. And everybody have a great week. Do big things. Continue success. Let's get this money. Be prosperous. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Bye.